All right, I want to thank y'all for coming to this meeting, this planning meeting with me. I know it was late notice, but again, I want to thank y'all because I know during this time of the year, it gets a little busy. So I want to thank y'all for coming by. Um, the reason we are here today is to continue to plan um, our professional development and kind of our direction and the biology classes here at the school. Um, Last meeting, we went over some of the data and we kind of pinpointed some of the areas where we feel like students are lacking in, some of the areas that we feel like the teachers are lacking in, and kind of some of the common mistakes that we see from the majority of students in our biology classes. Um, and we kind of brainstormed some ideas and we kind of went with using non-linguistic diagrams to help us in those classes. Again, non-linguistic diagrams are just using things outside of verbiage, outside of the language. It's using things that are hands-on. It's using pamphlets. It's using pie charts. It's using all sorts of things, things that you can touch and feel. And we think that that's probably going to give us the best the best advantage in biology for the students that we have here. So that's just a little recap of last meeting. This meeting, I want to talk a little bit about the roles of this team. There's 5 of us in here, and I think to best kind of use of our time, I think that there should be some roles that needs to be announced and be clarified as far as what we do, how we do it, and when we do it, and so a couple of months ago, I was reading this book and it highlighted the 5 team roles. And I thought it was pretty cool and it's something that I think would help us here. The 5 team rules here is obviously a leader. You need a challenger, you need a doer, you need a thinker, and you need a supporter. And so thinking on that, I kind of divvied up each one to each of us, where I think that we kind of either have experience or we have ability or talents that can kind of be used in this team as far as going forward in the planning process. So obviously first is the leader. I'm going to point myself as the leader. I'm going to be the person who sets this team in the right direction. I want to communicate a clear goal, and I want to be able to set the objectives and make sure that we are all staying aligned with the district goals and the school goals to accomplish what we really want. Second, I think I'm going to go with Ms. Hudspeth as the supporter. The only reason, Ms. Hudspeth, I appointed you as the supporter is because you're new. You're new to education and you're someone who's just getting in here. You're just learning. You're great at what you do. You have tremendous potential. And I think as the supporter, you will be able to kind of obviously support us in the direction that we're going in the planning and the topics that we talk about, but also provide us some interesting perspective on what the kids may think. I think right now where you're at with being young and being high energy and having these great relationships with the kids, I think that you could provide us some great feedback that they would only tell you and not us, you know what I mean? And so second, Mrs. Weatherman, I'm gonna go with you being the doer. And what the doer basically does is you are the guinea pig. You're gonna try these plans and the things that we talk about. You're gonna try them out and you're gonna see. The reason why I put you at that point is because you have the most experience in the biology class. You've seen all types of students. You've seen all types of lessons. You've tried them every which way. And so I think you and your expertise, I think you could provide great knowledge on what works and what doesn't work just based off of your experience. Second, I'm gonna go with Miss Patterson. You'll be our thinker. And the reason why I put you as our thinker is because, as a curriculum coordinator, you know the ins and outs of this course. You know what needs to be taught in what area and how to align it with the next course. And you have a great skill in biology specifically, that I think just your knowledge about the subject itself can help us kind of plan this professional development and the implementation of this plan in the right direction, because you can see, further than where we're at. You know what I mean? And then lastly, Ms. Stewart, you're going to be the challenger. And the challenger is a unique position because what it does is you kind of play devil's advocate. You kind of sit back in the role of, well, what if this doesn't work? Or, well, how about this? Why would we do this if we have this available for us? You're the person who's going to strive for proof. You're going to strive for us to show you why we are doing what we're doing. And so obviously I split this up between us five based off of our unique skills, but I want everybody to be a thinker. I want everybody to be a doer. I want everybody to be a challenger. I want everybody to serve as a leader. I want everybody to support each other. This is just my way of trying to make this, be most effective. It's not me saying you can only be a supporter and that's it. I don't want you to think, I don't want you to do. That's not where I'm getting at. You know what I mean? That's not what I'm looking for. But it is something that I feel like these 5 things gives us specialties. That's just our specialty. That's something that I'm going to look at when I want to see if this plan that we're about to put in place is effective. I want to look at the doer and I want to look at the challenger. And I want you to provide me with kind of your feedback on what you think. So, honestly, this is my best effort at trying to, make sure that our time is spent doing things that are effective, and I don't want to waste anybody's time. You know what I mean? So I'm just going to use these as a guideline to kind of help us bring all of this together.